Hello everyone, I'm Moo.
And I am Fuji.
We just watched The Rescuers.
Rescuers.
Yeah.
I had a little cousin who, I still have her. She's just not little anymore.
She's not small anymore. She's still
but
here.
When she was a kid, she'd always want to watch The Rescuers, and so she'd run around the house going, "The Rescuers, the Rescuers."
It's a cute movie. My older sister liked the song that's played at the beginning of the movie. I think that was one of her favorites. So I heard the beginning a lot when I was a kid, and it still holds up to me. I think it's pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, welcome to the Dark Ages.
Woo, Dark Age Disney! Wah! Basically, Dark Ages. How would you sum up the Dark Age of Disney? Like, it's not necessarily the movies were bad. Like, all of them, I mean.
It's not that they were bad. I don't know. Like, some of them are weird.
Black Cauldron. Some of them are a little bit odd, and some of them, I think why they call them as that Disney wasn't as financially successful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even very long, honestly. I mean, when you look at it by a list,
because it only goes up through Oliver and Company, right? Is considered the last one from the Dark Age,
and then the Little Mermaid pops up in Disney Renaissance.
Maybe because these ones are a little bit, I mean, if you look at like Little Mermaid, that's kind of Disney, like going back to true to form. Like
Roots,
these ones are. It's not that, I mean, because the stories are solid and the animation I think is pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
But it is a little bit divergent from, maybe what Disney was known for, which was more of the classic stories.
Right, and there's even more competition now while we're approaching the 80s, actually.
Yep, that's right. So there would have been Looney Tunes was...
Looney Tunes has been around a while, but they are a competitor, and I think there would have been other animated studios coming out of the woodwork making things.
Yep.
Was Don Bluth making things yet? No, not yet. We're almost where Don Bluth started making things.
Almost.
I don't know.
What was the last movie that we saw that actually had Don Bluth in the credits?
Oh, my brain's trying to remember it.
Because that was before Winnie the Pooh.
It was before Winnie the Pooh. I think it was it Aristocats? It might have been Aristocats or Robin Hood.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, either one of those.
Because one of those, we were watching the credits at the beginning, it was like, hey, Don Bluth.
Yeah, like, oh man, it's Don Bluth, dude. Yeah, I want to say it was Robin Hood. I'm kind of leaning towards Robin Hood. Mm-hmm. That seems more a style. I mean, anthropomorphic animals. Yeah. And then he worked on Banjo the Woodpile Cat. And then he left Disney because he wasn't satisfied with how it was going. Mm-hmm. Started his own thing. So I think Don Bluth was about to come to the competitor scene around this time. I know he was around during the 80s. Mm-hmm. That's when he released a lot of his movies, 80s, 90s. So,
also something that we should be thinking about here is, what year did Star Wars come out? The first one?
70s.
Because I was actually reading a little while ago, and this is actually applicable, I think, to the situation, that when Star Wars came out, that was the beginning of, like, summer blockbuster, like, family movies, mm-hmm. Whereas previously, a lot of films would have been, primarily adult-centric. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I am looking it up. Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, adult-centric, and that's why, I think Disney had that niche market of, doing these family-friendly movies.
Yeah, honestly, they had a pretty good grip on the family-friendly movies, because before this, like, movies were considered a really fancy event, and, like,
an event to go to.
Yeah, people dressed up and all that good stuff, like, yeah, really fancy. New Hope came out in 77, so yeah.
Yeah, this year.
The year that the year that Rescuers came out, basically. Yes. Rescuers and Winnie the Pooh, they came out the same year.
Yep. So I think from there, that might be part of why we see Disney start to kind of lose their grip on the film industry.
Yeah, they're financially, it starts to become shaky because of they have more competition, basically, is what it boils down to.
Yeah, because at this time, going into the 80s, I mean, you're a little bit young. You and I are a little bit young for this, but the 80s being a time where there were a lot of family films that were coming out, so Disney wouldn't have had such a grip on that
they
part
probably,
of the market anymore.
They at least held a grip through the 60s, like, at least.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm. At the very least they held that grip. So I guess that's why we had the Dark Ages, is because they're still trying to find their place. It's kind of funny because it's only kind of fairly recently Disney really found, like, its footing, for sure. I'm pretty sure it was because of VHS DVD stuff, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it, because a lot of people remember seeing it in theaters, And then they're like, oh man, we can own this now. I don't have to like wait till it reappears in the theaters because Disney's like, oh, we need to make money. Throw Cinderella in the theaters. It's fine. Like that's what they would do. Like it worked. A lot of people were like, oh, Cinderella's in the theater again. Let's go see it.
Let's go.
Yeah. So after we made the transition from like film reel to digital, or in VHS, of course, I think that's when Disney really started to find their spot again, more or less. I think it had a little bit of confusion when we hit the Eisner era, but
we'll talk about that when we get there.
We'll get to Eisner when we get to him. We are not there just yet. But I know Great Mouse Detective bombed when it went to the box office. Or I probably didn't bomb very hard because it's Disney and people probably still saw it, but it didn't do very well. If I remember
now I'm curious to know what came out that same year.
I don't know.
What year was that?
That was 1986.
86.
I mean, like 80s movies, 80s blockbusters were coming out.
Yeah, there would have been a lot of things coming out.
Like a lot of competition. So depending when it was released, much like with movies like, say, Princess and the Frog, which didn't bomb. It didn't. It just didn't do as well as Disney wanted it to. Like, you know, it's really in the end, movies are all about timing. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's not just quality; it's timing as well.
When they come out,
like, you know, because this comes out here and this comes out here. Though, you know what,
Green Hornet. The Green Hornet should have done better. That's an amazing movie, and it shouldn't. That was unfair. That's a great movie.
Shouldn't have been jumped in January.
The worst time.
Fuji does her plug for Green Hornet.
I love Green Hornet. I just bought a copy the other day, so I'm all over this.
You done? Going back to Disney.
Jay Chosen that movie.
Stop. Okay. Some people might not even know what you're talking about.
I don't even care, but you should go watch Green Hornet. It's very important.
Stop. We gotta talk about Disney. We gotta keep the focus here, man. I mean, I was about to actually mention Star Wars, because since Star Wars is coming out again, when December comes, like, oh man, don't put any movies in December, because Star Wars will beat it.
Oh, and the other thing to think about is Star Wars kicks off this idea of, like, movie merchandise tie-ins.
Yeah, like, it was one of the starts of it, for sure.
Because Disney had always been doing it, but Star Wars was, like, the first movie that really took it and ran away with the thing.
They ran so far away.
And they let him have all the royalties for the merchandise.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, George Lucas. Yeah. Oh yeah.
they thought it wasn't worth it, and so he asked if he could have all of the income from the merchandise.
And they said, yeah, sure. You'll make like $2. Said the person who's probably regretting that phrase for the rest of their life.
You know. But I mean, I think that too. You know, the beginning of that movie tie-in merchandise culture. And that's something that I think Disney doesn't really pick up on until Little Mermaid.
Yeah, Little Mermaid around there, like when they really started putting in like the line that's marketable, if that makes any sense.
That does make sense.
Like where it's like, you know, like, oh, I can take this, put it on a toy, kids will buy it. Yep, I think that's the idea. Kids' parents will buy it. Yep, those with monies will buy it. And nowadays, since we're kind of in this time where nostalgia is really kicking in, especially for like 90s stuff, we saw a lot of 80s nostalgia, but I think we're going to see some more 90s nostalgia in early 2000s soon.
That's because everyone who was a kid in the 90s now maybe has income to buy stuff that they couldn't have. You know, I was so mad. I was at Target or Walmart or something the other day, and I saw Lion King toys that I swear were out in 94.
What?
The same toys, same packaging.
Oh my gosh.
I saw them.
Are you sure you weren't in Kmart? Because that's the land of like...
It might have been Kmart.
That's the land of like, oh man, this is in our back room for like 30 years. Just put it out, okay.
It's possible. But no, I saw it and I was like, I want that. Because I wanted that when I was a kid. And I couldn't have it because there was way too much stuff and my parents wouldn't spend that much money on stuffed lions. And now I have disposable income.
I have disposable income!
And I could fill my apartment with stuffed lions.
Hell yeah.
But that would be financially irresponsible.
See, being an adult means that you can stay up for 4 in the morning eating Fruit Loops with no pants on. Being a responsible adult means do not do that. You have work in the morning, you idiot. I mean, not to say I haven't done that, but anyway, we kind of strayed away from Rescuers. But Rescuers is a good movie. I think it could have been marketable if they were doing that at the time, as hard as they are now. Yeah, I mean.
It's a cute movie, and I remember reading, you know, some contemporary reviews where, particularly the character of Penny, like, that she was, you know, like, a real girl, you know, being portrayed on screen.
I think she's one of the more active child characters we've seen in these movies, Peter Pan notwithstanding.
Peter Pan hardly counts.
Because he does not count.
I mean, because, we've talked a lot about characters with agency in Disney movies, and Penny has a lot of...
Yeah, thinking about it, she's probably the one with the most human, I'm saying.
Human, yeah.
Because, Mowgli was kind of tossed around from place to place, like Pinocchio was, like Dumbo was, like, oh my gosh, a lot of them were...
A lot of them are just along for the ride, but,
young
Penny,
lads.
And, I mean, as little as Penny is in control of her situation, she talks back to the alligators, she, does things that are within her power to do, and that's... Yeah. A lot of people were feeling really sympathetic toward her.
Also, she has the, desires of a 7-year-old, or 6-year-old. I don't know how old
However old she's supposed to be.
However, yeah, a very young child. She's definitely below 10. There's no way she's even older than 8, I don't think. But anyway, because, in the movie, she's like, I want my teddy bear back. Give me my teddy bear and let me go back to the orphanage so I can get adopted. I don't want to be here. She doesn't care about the diamond. In fact, her ending up with the diamond is incidental because Medusa was an idiot and put the diamond into the bear. Because that was a good idea. The little kid wants her bear. Give her back her bear. Let her do whatever. Walk off with your diamond.
She's so salty about it.
I'm a little bit annoyed because I was like, that's such a dumb mistake to do. Just be like, the kid likes her bear. I don't know if you noticed this. You were able to get the diamond because you threatened the bear. Doesn't that not compute, lady? Come on. Think for a few seconds. Knock off Cruella de Vil.
Oh, speaking of which, that car was definitely Cruella's car.
It was Cruella's car, but shortened. And basically, it had the same motor, it had the same color, it had the same front.
See, now I'm looking forward to Oliver and Company because there's tons of cars in that one.
There's so many cars in Oliver and Company. Thinking about it.
It is New York.
Oh my god, that movie. Isn't that the one where the dogs get killed by the third rail in the subway? They get electrocuted.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think then the bad guy gets hit by a train and that's how he dies.
Spoilers, Moo. Spoilers.
Oh no, I spoiled a movie that probably nobody really watches actually because I like Oliver. Didn't age. I like it too, but I don't think it aged well to the modern audience. I mean,
that's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. As much as I like it, I do, and I'm excited to see it again.
I'm gonna sing all the songs.
Okay, sounds good. Well, this song, speaking of the songs, I actually mentioned this when we were watching it in Rescuers. None of the songs are sung by anybody, characters in the movie. It's an overture. I don't know if that's the right word for it.
It's not the right word, but I know what you mean.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean that's when they talk about Disney Renaissance, Little Mermaid, because I don't think there are any musicals between now and Little Mermaid.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, what was the last? Jungle Book, right?
Jungle Book had songs.
Aristocats
had songs. Robin Hood had songs.
Robin Hood had songs, but they weren't...
They were all through... The narrator sang the entire time, man.
That's right.
So did Winnie the Pooh. Rescuers had songs. Fox and the Hound did not have songs. I don't remember. I don't think Black Cauldron had them. Mouse Detective didn't. Yeah, I don't...
Or Oliver and Company does.
Oliver and Company was the first one with songs, but for at least 3 movies, maybe... We don't have them for a while. Disney songs for a while, kind of musical kind of dealio.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and then we return to musicals everywhere. Musicals,
which are fine with me.
Menken, Ashman, everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to get to those. But anyway, I think we really aren't talking that much about the Rescuers. But in the end, it's a very simple little movie. Because it's just there are some mice. They help this girl out.
It's a very pretty movie.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a simple movie. There's not a whole lot to comment on plot-wise.
Not really, no. I think the only thing I'm thinking of... wait, I think I lost my train of thought. Was it about the alligators?
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. They're really... I am still a little bit bothered that she put the diamond in the bear. That's not very smart, dude.
It's a Disney movie.
It's a
Disney movie. Disney movie.
They really weren't sitting here fleshing out their villains that much yet, I don't think.
No.
Not really. That is off the top of my head.
Charismatic, yes, but not terribly fleshed out.
No, not really.
Which we don't really get for a while.
No, not really. I guess we'll find out when we hit that, what the first one is. Anything else to say about Rescuers? Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I was going to talk about the topless lady.
Oh, that.
She was not in our cut of the film we saw. If you have Rescuers from before 1999, any format, there is 2 frames in the movie when Bianca and Bernard like are on the albatross's back and flying. When they go down, there's 2 frames in the movie with a topless lady. You see her boobies and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Like 2 frames.
Neep nops.
Neep nops. All hang out in her dongadonks. Hang out there. All in there. Some animators was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this and shove it in. When they printed the movies for VHS in 1999, they sold a lot of them, and then they realized, I guess somebody actually took a close look at it and went, oh my god, and recalled a bunch of them, released a recut later in the year because they noticed there's a naked lady, which really I don't think kids would have seen unless they paused the movie. But if someone did pause
this is we are entering the era of home, video systems, and you can watch things frame by frame if you want to.
You sure can. So someone was going to find it eventually, so I can understand why they did that. I think that was a good idea. Just be like, oh my god! I just want to know who discovered it and how they felt. Besides, like, what? Question mark. Did anyone know about it beforehand? I mean...
Would anyone have had the ability to see it beforehand?
That's a good question. Except for unless you are the film realist.
And if I was the film realist, I would have just left it.
I would have laughed and be like, oh my gosh, someone should almost got fired, but they didn't. I will never find out who put that in and how and why. Besides just to be like, LOL, put this in here. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up because I think I do think it's interesting.
It's hilarious.
It's also honestly something that can only happen because Walt Disney isn't there.
Yeah.
I think he would have noticed.
Oh, I think he would have noticed.
I mean, there's like a myth. I don't know if it's actually true that animators put like a naked picture of somebody, I don't know, in a movie to see if Walt could spot it, and he did spy it. And the story depends on what you read. Is like he either like vaguely threatened them or actually fired them. It's, like I said, it's a myth. I don't know if it's actually true or not. So, but I think he would have seen it is the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, do you have anything else to add? Rescuers?
Nope, there is nothing I can say to overcome that.
Honestly, that's all you can really say about Rescuers. Good movie. Go see it if you remember Rescuers fondly, if you like cute mice. If you like cute muse. If you like Moonshine.
Oh, Moonshine.
You like Moonshine?
Yeah. We had a moment of never pause a Disney movie.
We did. I could put up the screenshot right here. It's amazing, isn't it?
Never, ever.
Feel free to exploit it,
pause
friends. All right. So
next up,
Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, she is gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry so much. That movie makes me sad. And maybe I'll just end up sharing my passionate hate of the sequel. But point being is Fox and the Hound is next. See you then.